Well, welcome everybody to an episode of Bro Football Focus in the morning. I'm coming to you very tired with some Delta 8 voice. Uh,
Oh, I thought you meant Delta variant.
Yeah, I thought you had.
no, if you know, you know. But welcome. With me, as always, is Austin and Jake.
Hello.
And yeah, this is BFF. Austin, do you just want to get into this first story we have? Well, first of all, football's back. That's cool.
Football is back.
Yeah. Hall of Fame game Thursday. That was fun. But Austin, you can talk about something that I'm sure you're pretty excited about.
Yeah, we got the news yesterday that the Bills signed Josh Allen to a 6-year, $258 million extension, which so this year he's playing out his 4th year of the rookie contract, and then he's got his 5th year extension next year, and then this takes place after that. So it's like we have 2 more years of low money, and then we get hit by this big contract. But it feels good to have a quarterback locked down for 8 more years, considering all the quarterbacks that I've had to watch play, such as Jeff Toole and Matt Castle and EJ Manuel and Trent Edwards, and sometimes Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Now, not to try and go down that sad path again, but is there any offset or void language in there in case Josh Allen does struggle with crowd noise next year, so they can void those out, or is this official?
Now, I haven't really got a chance to take a peek at the details of the contract, but what I do know is that he has the most guaranteed money. So I feel like he has more than Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott in this thing. So I feel like there's probably no crowd noise clauses.
Yeah, that would stink so bad if my theory is accurate, which it's probably not.
But one last little fun fact about the contract: it's pretty much as Tom Brady made in his first 21 seasons. So,
well, that's not accounting for all their extra side money that Tom Brady made over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tommy B was making all kinds of side money. He was making illicit Robert Kraft behind the back door side money.
Rub and tug money.
Yeah, rub and tug money.
So Josh Allen was on the list, as well as a few other people. I think Lamar Jackson and Baker Mayfield are probably up next.
Yeah.
I think Baker definitely makes less than Josh Allen, but I think Lamar might set the market, make more than Josh Allen.
You think Lamar's gonna get stacks?
I think he's gonna get more than Josh. Yeah.
Wow.
Because if you just look at their I'm not saying in the long term, I think Lamar's a better option, because I don't really. But if you look at their current resumes, I think Lamar has more accolades.
See, I don't know if you can sign, I know Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are guys you feel like you can sign to a 10-year and a 6-year contract. But I feel like Lamar, he might make more money per year, but I don't know if they're signing him to a mega contract.
I think they're going to want to lock him down.
I mean, that's risky business. What if the theories of him being a running back just, fan out?
I don't know. They got that other guy now. Huffy told me that he saw on Twitter that he's going to be Rashad Bateman, that he's going to be the number 1 over Marquise and Sammy. I told Huffy I think that was just Twitter smoke, but who knows?
I could see it because Sammy's trash and injury prone, and Marquise is tiny. Yeah. So why not get a big fella? Well, he's not that big. He's like 5'11". But yeah, I've seen some definite Twitter hype coming out of the Ravens camp about that guy too.
I've seen a lot of Twitter hype in general. I think we need a segment where we maybe
just scoop up some fan hype we see.
No, it's a certain segment where we take some hype that we don't think is justified and we spray it down a little. We spritz the hype.
Yeah. Put some poopery in there.
Yeah. Calm down on this.
Yeah, I agree.
But what's up with Jake just derailing the show?
Echo's just
Wait.
being a fucking cocksucker.
You had to get a cookie? What was that?
I mean, I
Jake?
got it on the way back. That was not the initial plan.
Ah,
I opened
Is
up
that
the store so he could go on it.
Is that a Belvita breakfast biscuit?
It's no, it's a cookie.
Oh,
Jake, are you Jonied? Oh my god. He's
Mm, perfect.
Jonied out of his mind. He's on the Delta 9. Oh,
cookies for breakfast? That's nuts.
what a shit.
They were
show.
right there on the table. I didn't want to go off and make a fucking
Yeah, you want him to make an
GP or whatever.
omelet?
Listen, Jake, if there was a lasagna there, would you eat that right now?
Not if it was on the table like this cookie.
See, there you go. But all right, good for Josh Allen. That's cool. Might want to record that soundbite. You're not going to hear me say that a lot. But Hall of Fame game. I know Austin, you watched it. Jake, did you watch the Hall of Fame game?
I didn't believe that it was actually last Thursday because it's been so long. They were like, "Oh, it's coming out Thursday." I'm like, "That can't be this Thursday. There's no way
Oh, so you just didn't tune in, did something else?
at all." Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's when I went to see Suicide Squad.
Cool. Which I saw. I don't think I liked it as much as you did, but it definitely wasn't a bad movie.
Now, when we talk about being Jonied, I was an hour through and thought the movie was on for at least 2.5 hours at that point. And I was like, "How the fuck long is this goddamn movie?" So I was just literally in outer space. And I looked and I was like, "Oh shit, we've only been here for an hour."
It's not good to be a space cadet sometimes.
That happened to me when I saw Hereditary in Cooperstown, and that's a scary movie, so that's a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's no bueno.
But shout out to that weasel. I talked shit at the beginning, but he comes back.
I don't say anything. He is, you can say the weasel is in the movie from the first scene to the last scene.
Yeah.
Weasel. Don't be spoiling things for me, guys.
You'll have to check it out, Austin. The weasel is definitely the best part. But Hall of Fame game, I don't know how much we can say because the real good guys only played for a little bit. For all you fantasy drafters out there, I think Najee looked like shit, so definitely don't draft him.
Oh. You thought Najee looked like shit?
Yep.
I thought Najee looked decent.
Yeah, of course Najee looked decent. He had like 4 runs. I'm trying to get Trench not to draft him.
Trench is going to draft him regardless. Trench would draft him if he had the first pick. Najee had 7 rushes for 22 yards and a 3.1 yards per rush. That's pretty bad, Trench. If you
Yeah.
listen.
You want 4.
I would let him slip to maybe the second round, pick 23.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, Bull wants us to start talking about the Dynasty League on here more. I think
The
we
Dynasty
will
League.
after the draft, probably. Be much cooler if Jake was involved, but he's not. So
Yeah.
You can only be involved in so much, you know?
I saw Bull commenting he had some thoughts about the vaccine.
Oh yeah, what did he say?
Oh, did he comment? Let's see.
He's always commenting on the tube.
We should go over Bull's comments.
Yeah, we should do
Every week.
We should do a weekly bull review.
Well, what did he say about the COVID-19?
Here, let me log in.
Now we're fucking demonetized. Thanks, Bull.
But this isn't our take. All
Yeah.
right.
I don't think it matters whose take it is we're talking about.
Oh, we got a couple comments from Bull. Bull says the vax only helps people from not dying. As far as the most recent studies on the virus shows, the vax does not help slow the spread. The NFL new rule is not cool because they're trying to force people's hands into getting a vax. If the rule was the same for vax and unvax players, then that is different. However, with the crazy punishment for unvax players is ridiculous. And then he also said, shout out to the OG show Out of the Box.
Oh, was I talking about out of the box? That's cool.
Yeah, you did the little bongo thing at the end.
Yeah, nice. Well, see, this show really caters to one specific person.
Not
But
demographic. A
Yeah.
person.
just to be clear, I don't think there's anything wrong with a little incentive to get vaxxed.
I think it should be to get waxed, like the
Yeah.
butthole.
Yeah, a little cleaner out there, more aerodynamic.
Exactly.
But Hunter, what did you think about Mason Rudolph?
He was slinging it.
You think he was really spinning around out there?
Yeah, I think Chase Claypool had that nice play, but I think it was OPI, and he's a dirty dog. So
Yeah, the refs weren't calling anything in that game.
no, he's a dirty rotten TikToker, and I think he's going to be going pretty high in some people's drafts. Like when Trench misses out on Najee, he's going to be going for a Chase kind of guy later
Yeah.
on. Don't
I
think
bet
it's
Rick
gonna...
is gonna want to pair DK with Chase. He just likes those big guys.
See, I don't know if Bull wants me releasing this information, but rumor has it DK could be going as early as pick 4.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What pick is Bull?
4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But according to Dave Kleeman,
Meister.
the Hall of Fame game had 7.3 million viewers on Fox, which is the most preseason or the most watched preseason game since 2017.
Yeah.
So good for football.
There was a lot of interesting guys going in the Hall of Fame. I mean, there was Calvin Johnson, Charles Woodson, Peyton Manning. It's probably Peyton Manning that drew in most of those people.
I don't think that's why people watch the Hall of Fame game, though.
Yeah. I don't know. Because did you hear when they like announced Peyton? Like they announced Calvin Johnson, people were clapping, and then they said Peyton Manning, like the crowd went nuts. And like
Yeah.
a lot of those people had Colts jerseys.
But still,
he just draws big ratings for some reason.
People are there for the game, like in person, to see those people get inducted. But I think people watching are just watching for football.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know, speaking of Peyton Manning, if you scroll down a page, Tom Brady on Peyton Manning getting into the Hall of Fame, he says, "I just need to make sure he's really done. Can't risk this guy coming back."
Tom Brady is such a fucking memer, dude.
Yeah, Tom Brady's giving goose. He knows he doesn't give a fuck if Peyton Manning comes back. He has Peyton Manning's number. He's dicked Peyton Manning down every time they met. Oh, man.
Yeah, good old Tommy B is just the league jokester now. He knows he's on top. He can sling his big wiener around, be funny all he wants.
He's trolling.
Did we talk about the Julio Jones, Roddy White allegations the last time we did this?
But they were moving that dope, dude.
Yeah, just in case we didn't, Julio Jones and Roddy White could be in some hot water for allegedly like stealing a bunch of weed from a cannabis company and selling it on their own for like millions of dollars, I think.
It sounds like the story kind of just blew over because
yeah,
I think Julio's fine. Like, and we're not talking about Delta 8 here. We're talking about Delta 9.
Oh
yeah, Delta 9 THC federally like level 3, like you're in jail. Delta 9, dude.
But seems like Julio got away with it. It's probably because he's so quiet.
Yeah, that's real disappointing because I was hoping he'd be in jail for at least the season. Like a comfortable jail, but you know.
Just like the
Jaguars. It's an office building, and he has to sleep on like the common area furniture.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want a Twilight Years Julio Jones, Jesus, ruining Trevor Lawrence's career.
Yeah, giving him the early scaries.
Yeah, if you have Ryan Tannehill dicking on you with Julio twice a year, that's gonna do some bad stuff for your brain.
Yeah. Speaking of bad stuff for your brain, how about those Giants training camp shenanigans going on?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be at the Giants training camp, that's for sure.
Yeah. Danny Dimes.
Can you warn me as to what's going on? What are these shenanigans?
Oh, you don't know, Jake? You didn't see that Game of Thrones picture in the Twitter?
I don't know if I've logged back into Twitter or not.
You should. But you know the Battle of the Bastards where it's like Jon Snow, like, and then there's like 1,000 people around him. I put something in the group because it's like Daniel Jones at the Giants training camp because one day there was just there was a fight that broke out. Everybody dogpiled and allegedly Daniel Jones was just at the bottom of it,
just crawling, trying to get out.
Yeah,
Bosses, like I'm pretty sure some of those people got released after that.
Yeah, it's just anarchy at the Giants camp.
3 people from the Giants retired during training camp.
Yeah,
that would be that's probably one of the worst things that can happen to you.
But
Your
but
quarterback
Jake,
trapped underneath. Like, oh no!
yeah, I know. Think about this, Jake. In training camp, Daniel Jones is wearing the red jersey, which means don't touch him no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah.
And instead of nobody touching him, he just gets in this giant
Everybody's
thing.
touching him.
Crazy.
But they also signed this guard called Joe Looney, and basically the guy, like,
He's
they
called
sign
that.
him, he comes out and he says, I didn't know running penalty laps was part of the business here, but I love it and embrace it. And then the next week, that pileup happens, and Joe Judge, the coach, is making them run, and he fucking retires like that day afterwards.
Yeah.
He's like, I
So,
love it in moderate.
yeah. No, can't do these laps anymore.
Well, he's, a vet O lineman. He doesn't want to do that stuff
Yeah,
anymore.
that's rookie stuff.
Yeah. All right. We got some Jameis Winston news.
Oh, yeah.
So ESPN NFL Network, they do like the inside look at training camp where they have a reporter there and a live camera and captured. Have you seen this, Jake? The funny Jameis video?
Not.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
it's so funny. Please
Live
log
in
into
the
Twitter
dark.
and look at it.
This was trending on Twitter. This
Yeah.
was like a top trend.
So, Jake, the machine that you run through and it simulates like people trying to get the ball out of your hands, or I don't think that's what it was.
It's
There's
like for running backs to slow your momentum so
yeah,
you can drive through it.
there's giant like square pads in it, and you just see like everybody on the team going through perfectly, going through fine, and then Jameis gets up there and he's like, oh, 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 oh. And he gets to the
He
last
gets out
one
at the end.
and he just stumbles out of it.
Oh man, I'm telling you, Jameis is my second favorite quarterback in this league right now. I've loved Jameis since college. He's just a walking meme.
Yeah,
He's a walking meme. He's got all the talent in the world, but he's also pretty bad.
yeah, he's volatile, that's for
He's
sure.
very volatile.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like
a lot of
he's
stuff.
like a human Dogecoin, dude. Like he's got high highs, but he's up and down.
Yeah. What'd you say, Jake? You missed a lot of stuff?
It's just funny because you see Alvin Kamara go through so like seamlessly.
Everybody
Maybe
goes
Devonta
through
Freeman.
seamlessly except for him.
That's so fucking funny. Yeah, no, I did miss a lot of stuff.
And then he had another training camp flub where he was doing an interview, and I don't remember what word he misspoke, but he said like a bunch of condoms or something, and everybody was like, oh, and he's like, oh, guys, come on, it's not that funny. Come on.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he's getting it. Is there
Trying to
a
get the
confirmed
job.
starter for the Saints right now?
I think Taysom's getting the reps right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, he's got that contract, dude. $158 million.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Jameis will beat him out. Like if he encounters any kind of throwing issues, it's probably
Maybe.
Jameis.
I just don't think Taysom should be your starter.
No. But another funny thing that we saw was Elijah Moore from the Jets, the wide receiver.
Allegedly, he is the next fucking Deion Sanders, but wide receiver. Like he's gonna be the best of all time.
He wrote on his mirror all the names of the wide receivers drafted ahead of him. And this isn't like when Tom Brady does it and it's like a bunch of shit quarterbacks in like the 4th and 5th round and he was taken in the 7th round. This guy had fucking Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, and Rashad Bateman taken ahead of him. Like these are all dogs.
Those stinkers.
Yeah. So if he ends up being a bust, that's gonna be funny.
On the fucking Jets.
Yeah. Oh man. But I did see a play from him where Zach Wilson dropped a dime piece on him, but it is training camp. So we'll find out when those boys strap it up.
Yeah. Is it the one where he's wide open and Zach Wilson has no pressure in his face?
Yeah. It's basically just pitch and catch.
Yeah. But most importantly, I think what all you guys are waiting to hear is DJ Fluker news. And as we all know, he was signed by the Dolphins. Then he tore some shit immediately.
meniscus.
Yeah, immediately cut by the Dolphins. But good news for all you fucking Fluker fans out there. Because DJ posts on his Instagram, DJ the Warrior. Did you see this, Jake?
I did see it, yeah.
Okay. DJ Fluker's hanging out in his pool in Miami, throwing some weights around, answering fan questions, and he's going to be back better than ever. Hopefully he signs with the Jags or someone. It'll be sick.
Now, is this like photoshopped snow in his pool? Like the effect on the video?
I thought it was raining.
Do you think that's real rain? And he's out there running around? Or you think that's a filter?
Is it still up?
I don't know. No, it's no longer available.
When I
That's
was
a
watching
shame.
it, it looked like he was working out in the rain.
We should have captured that because it was pretty funny. He's
Yeah.
like sprinting through the water of the pool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He's
Well,
got,
when I
like,
first saw it,
bucket.
I thought he was gonna like jump out and clear the pool. Like, was
Yeah.
that Tristan Wirfs who did that
Yeah.
before the draft? But I don't think DJ is like athletic enough to do that. But he was looking good with the weight in there.
He had like a 45-pound plate, was pushing against the water,
Yeah.
splashing it around.
He's not letting the injury get to him. He's keeping his mind sharp, which is
Yeah.
his most dangerous weapon,
Yeah.
as we all know.
He's a massive
Oh.
fucking boss.
Yeah.
I mean, a hoss with the brain is a scary thing.
Yeah, DJ Fluker is so cool. But
Hope he
I
gets
guess
picked up.
we have a new segment here. I like the name. Snap City Alerts. That's
yeah.
cool. As we know, season hasn't started. Preseason's rolling around. Training camp's going on. So obviously, some people are going to go down.
Yeah.
One of those, sadly, Vikings standout wide receiver Justin Jefferson hurt his shoulder.
Yeah.
Allegedly, it's nothing serious though.
Yeah. Sprained AC joint. So
We've all sprained our AC joints.
yeah, you know the
Austin's like, yo, I have.
the acromioclavicular joint. You know, it's a little tiny joint up.
You don't
there.
even need that one.
WebMD says he'll be out for maybe 2-3 weeks at the most. But they'll probably shoot him up. He'll probably be right back. Carson Wentz and Quentin Nelson breaking bones in their feet or something like that.
Yeah.
5 to 12 weeks.
Yeah. What's up with the Colts training facilities turf hurting its players' feet?
Yeah. Either that or they don't have any good masseuses around.
Yeah, true. Definitely. Jake,
Yeah.
what do you think the Colts win-loss record was before and after the Carson Wentz injury? And I guess probably more importantly, the big Q injury.
What was their win-loss projection difference?
Yeah.
Oh wow. They probably went from winning like 9 games to 6.
Wow.
Very
See,
low on them.
if Big Q wasn't injured, I would say that they might have won more games without Carson Wentz.
Oh.
But Big Q is a difference maker.
Well,
Yeah.
they got Jacob Eason in there to replace Carson Wentz. And I believe he said the other day that he can throw a ball over 100 yards.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Which last time I heard someone say that, it was in high school and that person could not throw for 40 yards. So,
well,
you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, that was super funny.
I bet they can do it.
But I do know that the Colts also have Sam Ellinger from Texas on their bench somewhere down there. So maybe he'll work his way up. He's pretty good. He just doesn't have a strong arm. But yeah, Big Q is probably the biggest loss for their offense there.
Absolutely.
Good news for the Jags, though.
Yeah, real good news. Other Snap City alerts, real quick. Jimmy Smith carted off. Low ankle sprain. That's not good. Old guy. Probably going to take a little longer to get back from that.
Cornerback needs his ankles.
Yeah, absolutely. Remember that time when DeAndre Hopkins was lined up on, was it like D'Angelo Hall?
D'Angelo Hall.
and he was making fun of him, and DeAndre's like, okay, dude. And then he just literally snatches his ankles, ends his career.
Snapped his legs and made him retire.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
And then
But
said, I don't start it, I just finish it.
yeah, it's awesome. Kenny Galladay also is going to miss 2 to 3 weeks, but I don't think that's the real season, so that's cool.
Yeah, another Giants fumble there.
Yeah.
Probably got on that pile, tried to get Danny out of there. Snapped his hamstring off.
Oh, and I guess also Matt Stafford hit his thumb on a helmet, but he's fine.
Yeah. A lot of people were pooping their pants over this because Drew Brees hit his thumb on a helmet and broke it. Was it last year or the year before? It was the year before, I think.
Listen,
But X-rays came back. Matty Stafford's good to go.
Matt Stafford has won a game with a broken arm. He doesn't need a fucking thumb.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing broken, fractured, or sprained. But he didn't say dislocated. He might have dislocated his thumb.
But that's fine.
Yeah. You just pop it back in. Put some ice on it.
Yeah, you're good. Tape it up.
All right. Well, Jake, do you want to do the fun game of the week or the news segment first?
Let's do the new thing first, and then we'll do the fun game, and then we'll announce the winner of the coolest tears.
Ooh, I haven't even looked
Ready
at
as it means.
We should probably put that in after the game somewhere. But new segment here on BFF. You might be familiar with like all pro teams at the end of the year, all pro football focus team, all that kind of stuff. You compile your best guys, you put them all on one team. So we're going to do that. We're going to do an all BFF team. Not necessarily the best dudes out there. Obviously, these guys are going to be good, but they don't have to be like highest PFF score to be on the list. These are just, if we were making a football team, the dudes we would want on it. And today we're going to start out with the offensive line. So I don't know how you guys did this. I wrote a few options down and we can go over it, figure out who we want, but let's start out with the center position.
All right. I just put one for each.
Cool.
So for center, I think this all BFF team that there's a good chance the only way a Patriot will make it on there is at the center position with David Andrews, because I don't know if many of the other players got the sauce to make it. So
I think I have a Patriot on my list who's not on the line.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm putting up David Andrews.
Pretty standard Patriot center, white guy, smart, agile.
Now, Austin, is David Andrews all BFF to you, or do you have some other ideas?
I have some other ideas. You know,
like who?
My number one center on my all BFF team is Big Rodney Hudson.
Yeah,
and you know, he's just not your typical center. You know, he's huge, ginormous. He hosses people around. He's got a nice belly on him, and for the Raiders, he was just a dog in the trenches for years and years, and he really hasn't declined much. So, and now he's going to be on the Cardinals. So Kyler Murray's going to have a nice big fat hoss right in front of him, snapping him the ball.
You just have one option?
I got a couple. You want me to go through my whole list?
Oh, no. Well, I'll name my two, and we'll see if we have a match here.
All right.
So my two options, I have good old Jason Kelce. I like his hair, and he's also a really good center. And then I also have JC Treader. I feel like he's a young guy we could pop in there, and we'd have him for a while. I do agree that Rodney Hudson is really, really good and big and whatnot, but I also think like him and Kelce are a little older, and I think we want some youth on the team, but I'm open to interpretation.
Yeah. No, I also had Jason Kelce as my number two, and he's just like a freak athlete for a center. Like, I've never seen a center get like snap the ball, get down to the linebacker so fast, because he's got a little bit of Travis Kelce in him. You know, they are brothers, and they're both just freaks of nature. And he's got a tremendous flow and a badass beard.
Yeah.
So who else do you want in the middle of your line, quarterback in that thing?
So are we cool with Jason Kelce then?
I'm definitely cool with Jason Kelce.
Yeah.
Jake, I'm sorry, but I think
okay.
you've been overruled.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just jump off my patio.
No, we don't want that.
How
I
high
think the
up your
patio is the
patio?
first floor, so I'd be okay.
Oh,
This
okay.
would be a balcony.
I'm jumping. I'm doing it.
Okay, cool. Jason Kelsey, welcome to the All BFF team, bud.
Congrats, Jason.
Should we send them hats or something?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
send him hats. We
That's
got him
what-
bucket hats that say All BFF.
Yeah.
Or we could
See
send
if
them
the
Tommy Laren's a raging cunt hat.
oh
Yep.
yeah.
Those two, or hot beef injection shirts,
We'll
whatever.
get the interns working on that. Get their addresses.
Knows Echo, and he doesn't do shit.
All right, so I got one that I think isn't really a question. Can we just put Big Q at left guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Q. I mean, walking Hall of Famer. Brooklyn
Yeah,
Post.
not a question. I'd take him. I'd take nobody in that spot for the 5 weeks he's going to be out to have him.
Big Q has played 3 seasons, made 3 first team All Pro teams and 3 Pro Bowls.
Yeah,
And he's probably never gonna not make all those.
he's the best of all time, and he's like 24.
He makes grown men look like college kids just pancaking him. So
Yeah.
You playing
And
the
he's
next
got-
Jason?
He's a fun guy. Cool mustache, cool facial hair.
Probably all these guys, Jason Kelsey, Big Q, cool guys to have a beer with, you know?
For sure.
I can't see anybody on my list so far that's not a cool guy to have a beer
Yeah.
with. Okay. Do we want to go one of the tackles or finish out the guard spot?
Let's just finish up the guards.
Yeah, let's save the left tackle for last.
Okay. So we got right guard here.
Now, can we
Uh,
interchange? Like, if there's a really good left guard that didn't make it, could we throw him at right guard?
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
So Austin, why don't you give your top 2 or 3 here?
Well, I think if you're going with guards, there's only one guard who comes close to Big Q, and I think that's Zach Martin from the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And I just think he's top-notch run blocker. Very, very, very elite pass blocker. You know, I don't know how healthy he's been the past couple years, but I think you can't really argue that there's anyone better than him besides Big Q.
Sure. Jake, any thoughts on that?
I had down Chiefs guard Joe Thuney. Those are my thoughts on that.
And now I do have one other one that may be a little bit crazy.
Yeah, what's your crazy pick?
And that would be my boy from the Browns now. Oh man. Can't think of his name. With the long hair. Number 77. Was on the Bills.
I don't know.
Wyatt
Looks like
Teller.
gold.
Oh, I didn't know Wyatt Teller had long hair.
Yeah, Wyatt Teller. He's badass.
Okay.
I do think he did like a bunch of steroids and got real strong and then started hossing people down on the Browns. But I think if you give him like another year or two, because he graded out as one of the best guards last year. And he like a couple of Browns games that I watched, he was pancaking the shit out of people.
So my top 3 for right guard, I had Wyatt Teller on my list.
Mm-hmm.
I had Ali Marpet on my list because he's big and he's from Hobart, and that's cool. But number 1 on my list was Zach Martin. I think we should put Zach Martin down.
Put Zach Martin down.
Yeah, definitely. He's just so good.
Yeah, it's a shame that Wyatt Teller couldn't make it because that hair would have been real good on the line.
Maybe in a few years, who knows? I have a controversial pick for right tackle, but Jake, who do you have?
See, I didn't go left and right, so I don't know who to put.
That's
where.
okay. Yeah, who do you got for tackles?
My number 1 tackle is David Bakhtiari from the Packers.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's the Quentin Nelson of tackles.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good.
Definitely top 2, not 2.
He's a pass blocking machine, dude.
What about
he tosses beers down real fast.
What about you, Austin?
Now this is my right tackle.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely had David Bakhtiari on the list, but I also had Ryan Ramczyk on the list.
Okay.
And I just feel like Ryan Ramczyk, he actually does play right tackle, and like him on the Saints, like he could be a left, like he is the equivalent of a left tackle for Taysom Hill. You know, because I'm pretty sure isn't Taysom Hill left-handed? If
I
he's
don't know,
not,
but
he's rolling out. And
Ryan
Ryan
Ramchek's
Ramchek's
good.
holding it down.
I like all those people. I have Bakhtiari down as a left tackle, but here is my first pick that's kind of, it could be controversial. But this is where like it's not necessarily the stats. It's just a dude that I think would fit well and mesh on our line, and that's Lyle Collins.
Lyle Collins
Yeah,
from the Cowboys.
yeah.
Next to Zach Martin?
Yeah.
That's a little crazy, Hunter.
In a good way?
I mean, Lyle Collins is good, but I don't know if he's all BFF material.
All right. Well, then you guys can determine who you want that right tackle to be if it can't be Lyle.
No.
Well, I think
No. Hey.
I think maybe we slap Bakhtiari down there. He was on all our lists.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Slap him down.
Even though he's a traditional left tackle, we want to put him at right.
Well, I think there might be someone better at left tackle.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But I'm okay with that.
Sure.
All right. Welcome to the squad, David.
He's on there.
So for left, the only options I have remaining are obviously Trent Williams and Tyron Smith.
Tyron Smith.
Yeah.
Tyron Smith is good, and he's built like a Greek god.
He's
but
been injured a few times
Yeah.
for the past few seasons, but I specifically picked Tyron Smith just because he has the form and the posture of like the O lineman I would want, where you're still huge, but like your ass sticks out and your body is like this weird shape.
Hunter, do you know who has the largest contract for offensive linemen of all time?
Is it Trent Williams?
Do you know who has a black diamond gorilla silverback chain?
Yeah, you can just put him down if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also had him too. So that's
Trent Williams
Third.
is just always been revered as the best left tackle in the league, I feel like.
Listen,
Chase Young said his favorite person to go up against was Trent Williams because that's when he knew he made it.
Was it his favorite because he was easy to get around?
No, he
Because
didn't.
we don't want that.
No, because they were going up against each other, I believe, when he was maybe still on the football team.
Yeah.
And they were like duking it out, making each other better.
Gotcha. When he had that growth on his head.
Yeah, that big non-cancerous
Yeah.
growth.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, you got if you got Trent and Big Q next to each other and they're double teaming someone, I don't care who that is. They're on the ground, dude, screaming for help.
No, this is a good start. I like
Jason Kelsey's flying up to the linebacker, blocking him. You're running right behind him. Really? I don't know about
Austin.
David Bakhtiari though. I don't know if he's got the run blocking.
Could you turn your microphone sensitivity up at all?
Why is it not too good?
Yeah, no, actually every episode you're a little bit quieter than everybody else.
Really?
So Austin, are you saying you want to swap out David Bakhtiari with Lyle Collins or something?
I would be fine swapping him out with Tristan Wirfs.
No, not a chance. Too young. 1 year wonder.
1 year.
So who's the smallest dude on this line right now?
Jason Kelsey, I think.
Yeah, Jason Kelsey for sure.
But they're all big, meaty boys.
Let's do.
Like this is a Hossio line, and like I said, Jake, if we could have like a background,
82 is the smallest dude. That's a good spot to be.
yeah. If you sent me like a background graphic with like some sort of title and the logo on it, I can slap them on there.
Okay, I'll have to make it for you.
Sweet. Yeah, I think that would look cool. But cool.
What about big Ronnie Stanley? You don't respect Ron Stan?
I didn't say that, but I like the list. We got it. Ronnie Stanley wasn't on anybody's list. David Bakhtiari was on all of ours.
All right, that's fair.
But before we get out of this, I want to determine what position group we're going to go over next week. So what do you guys want to do next week?
Why don't we just flip it and do D-line?
That works.
Yeah, we could do that.
Offense, defense, back and forth.
Okay.
The last week will be mascot and quarterback.
Okay.
And it's not going to be Josh Allen, I'll tell you that.
Well, you don't know that yet, Hunter.
I'll make a case.
So we want to get in the fun game?
Yeah.
I need to fucking blow my nose. Fun game of the week, very meta, top 3 fun games of the week. We are on episode 49 right now. So we're close to 50 episodes.
How do you know we're on 49? I lost track.
So we almost have had 50 fun games of the week. So
wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's nuts.
So the order will go Austin, myself, Hunter.
All right. Coming in at number 3 on my fun games of the week this is going pretty far back. The best NFL rap references. I feel like we all came through with some hot verses.
Yeah,
Hunter had a song by Deion Sanders featured on there. There was some Ludacris, there was some Migos. There was just a lot of hot fire bars about the league. It was a real fun list to do.
One thing I have noticed, especially doing this game, is I think our fun games of the week were a lot pretty top loaded when we started. Like they were good.
It was just like, what's the best one we can think of right now? And so 50 weeks is like,
I don't know. I'm just saying, I think we need to get the creative juices flowing on those again.
Sorry, I don't know. It's hard to think about only NFL related games. If it was like top 3 favorite fucking styles of houses, I don't know, then we could pick.
No, but the first few weeks they were creative. It wasn't just on field stuff. It was all the stuff we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
We'll cross-reference how many of these are from 3 weeks ago and how many of these are from the first month.
It's the off season.
This one's creative.
Okay.
So my number 3 is the top 3 Super Bowl halftime shows. Talked about the Janet Jackson, Shakira. This is right after Super Bowl. Katy Perry, Black Eyed Peas. And so got to go the Prince show. So got to go back through the memory lane and watch a bunch of fun shows.
Yeah, no, that one was absolutely sick. My third one is, and I actually think this one was a little recent. My third one is players that were ruined, or good players that were ruined by bad teams. I thought that was a fun list.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So you have, I don't remember who was on there, but probably your Matt Staffords, your people like that.
That's, yeah.
What, Jake?
I'm just looking at my next list. I love this next list.
Coming in at number 2 on my list is the top animated characters to draft.
Yeah.
And, it featured some funny characters. Jake threw out Panthro for his number 2. Hunter had Eustace Baggs, Bigfoot. And Larry Lobster was featured on my offensive line. So definitely some good characters out of that one.
That was also my number 2.
Oh, damn.
I love this list so much.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Fred Flintstone, Mewtwo.
I believe Trench was the guest that week.
Yeah, Trench was the guest. I didn't screenshot his list. But,
we both said the Road Runner.
Yeah. Bugs Bunny.
Once the
Tasmanian
regular
Devil.
season fires back up, we need to get some guests on here. We need to get
Oh, yeah.
crazed with the games again.
Yeah. Like I said, some more great.
It's the off season.
No, I like this is a good one. So Jake, that was your 2.
Yeah.
All right, my 2 was almost my 1 because I really enjoyed it, but it's the best rap references because that one was just fun. Like you guys said, the Deion Sanders made an appearance, the Migos, the Ludacris.
I think Skip It or Flipper. Also.
Skip it a
Skip
flip.
it. Yeah. It's always good to bust flip it out.
And I have a strong feeling we're all gonna have the same number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Austin, lay it on us.
At least Austin and I. Jake, you seem a little lost.
Lost.
Coming in at number 1, I feel like it's pretty obvious. It's the loveliest ladies of the NFL.
Okay.
And you know, this is where our 10 seconds of internet fame came from. Our video went viral. People were really clamoring about who was the hottest.
300 views viral.
Yeah, it really showed us that sex sells when it comes to marketing.
Yeah.
And I definitely think we should re-up and do a loveliest ladies 2 because I've seen some other ones out there. You know, you can definitely keep this one going. Hunter also did profess his love to Kay Adams during that segment. It's very heartfelt.
Yeah. I don't know. Kay Adams is kind of, I think she's gotten a little too popular for her own good. I think she might be sniffing her farts a little too much now.
Yeah.
Like when I professed my love to her, she was still like that quirky all-American girl from just the other side of the street. But now she's like an
The fame really
untouchable, like,
got to her head.
but whatever. Good for her. Good for her.
Let's see what the view count is out at now with that.
It's definitely our most viewed one because of the thumbnail.
4.5 thousand views.
Whoa.
4.5 thousand.
We need all of our thumbnails to be boobs.
You can't just make boobs your thumbnail anymore. I tried it. YouTube takes it down. It's got to be an actual girl.
Well, that's fine. We can.
That's an actual human being. Bullshit.
You can't just have boobs as it.
So my number 1
Yeah, what is it?
favorite was top 3 Super Bowl commercials.
Jake loves the halftime shows and the commercials.
I mean, because I was into the commercials before I was into football.
Yeah, it's
And
true.
then just being able to just analyze the commercials with everyone.
Yeah.
It was fun. I had a good time. Okay.
No, that's good. That is a good one.
No, it was a good one. It'd definitely be an honorable mention.
My number 1. It's an honorable mention to you.
Oh, no, listen, this is why we have 3 different viewpoints.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. But I think one is, in my opinion, is loveliest ladies.
There's 4.5 thousand other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bull one, I think. That was first game, right?
Bullshit. His
No,
number
that was
one.
the second game.
His number
Oh,
one.
yeah.
He's like, do you guys remember like the Rose Bowl of 2009? He's
Yeah.
like, the fullback scored a touchdown, went and kissed his girlfriend in the stand. We find the footage. She's just like a normal farm girl from like Iowa.
Yeah,
No.
I don't know when
Listen, this is a deep cut.
I don't know when Bull's next day off is, but we'll have to have him on sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, that was a good one. Fun game. I feel like, Jake, I feel like this was like a 50th episode type game.
I couldn't think of anything else.
That's okay.
And either
okay.
way, I just looked and we didn't have a fun game the first episode. The first
What?
episode, I was like, hey, I think we should have a fun game. So we did it the second.
Yeah.
So
What episode is this? 49?
this is
Yeah.
49.
And we have a lost episode out there somewhere, so this is probably 50.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is the 50th recap. Looking back on 50 episodes of BFF.
Yeah.
Jake, you can put the best clips in here.
Now to make best clips, we'll save.
Jake, we're gonna need you to cut through all 50 episodes,
Yeah,
even the lost
Well,
episode.
We have, what is it, the first 10 episode highlight reel?
It took a long time to edit that one.
And I think our first 10 episodes are probably better than our 40 episodes after that.
There were a
No.
couple really good ones.
Yeah, we got some.
We,
good-
we all were just on our shit, making the funnies.
Okay.
If we each dive down and take like some Adderall and just take an entire day sifting through film, we each take 15 episodes. We could probably get a good highlight reel out
Watching over like
there.
60 hours of us talk, of conversations we've already had.
It'd be pretty rough.
We just
Maybe
gotta start
maybe Bull could just tell us like his favorite clips and he could just
yeah.
mark them down for us.
But
Times
Bull's
two.
favorite clips are probably stupid. It's like that time when you said something funny about Rick or Kate.
Oh man.
All right, yeah, that was a fun game. So
Big day here.
this is stupid. How many people voted? 3?
Oh, I forgot all about the bracket.
Yeah, it's fine.
Done.
Oh, would you look at that?
Most magnificent main bracket. Trey Waynes, Cole Beasley. Fucking Cole Beasley wins. Who cares? Make the girl give him a trophy. Give him a hat.
We'll put the
Congrats,
crowd
Cole.
noise in. We'll put the crowd noise in. Congrats, Cole. A lot of people are hating on you right now for your
Yeah.
Twitter stances, but we want to give you this award for mightiest Maine. Where
Yeah.
Most magnificent main.
most magnificent Maine.
You
Where-
know, Cole has overcome a lot. He's overcome a lot of hate, especially from some people on the show. He's
I've never
overcome a lot
once
of
Hated
criticism
Cole Beasley.
from his teammates and the media and the NFL. But he keeps prevailing, you know. He keeps coming out on top.
Austin, I said Cole Beasley's not anti-vax. He's pro-choice. I stood up for Cole Beasley.
Okay. All right. I definitely think you early on in the process had a little bit of animosity towards Cole.
Austin, last year when we were talking about the Bills, I talked about how much
No.
Josh Allen just scrambled around and then pocket breaks down and he's wide open. A little pocket.
Now, I will say you have been on the field, Cole. You have been very supportive of him.
What we should do, instead of making a best of clips, we should make a super cut of Hunter talking shit on Cole Beasley and just make that video.
Or
Yeah.
just the Bills in general. There'd be a lot of
It's just really unwarranted, you know?
I don't think so. It's because I'm jealous.
Yeah, I don't know how you can not like the Bills.
I just told you.
The Bills are a feel-good story, Hunter.
Yeah. Feel good team. And
Fairy tales aren't real.
Well,
well, that's news to me.
yeah.
Well,
But all
sorry to bring you into adulthood like that, Jake.
I
But
know
yeah.
you got the Vuvuzuela. You gonna play us out?
Yeah,
It's a
Hunter, play us out.
Didgeridoo. I don't own a vuvuzela.
Oh, okay.
Words
not
that
the
way to do anything with it.
2012 World Cup or whatever. But all right, that was it. Episode 49. I guess we'll see you back for episode 50. Find us on YouTube where you found us. Find us on Instagram at Bro Football Focus, and find us on Twitter that we only use for messaging at Bro Football Focus with 1L.
I'm sweaty apparently.
See you next time.